Thanks, Curtis. And new tonight, Senator Jon Tester is once more urging the rest of Montana's congressional delegation to throw their support behind the Blackfoor Clearwater Stewardship Act, a sweeping measure to bring multi-use management to a wide area east of Seeley Lake. However, Tester also feels the measure still has a chance of approval, even if Senator Steve Daines and Representative Greg Gianforte stay on the sidelines. Tester's bill would set aside 79,000 additional acres of wilderness, while also preserving other areas for logging and recreation in the upper Blackfoot watershed. He says it would be easier to get the act approved if the entire Montana delegation was on board, but he's confident of approval even without it.
But nonetheless, I've had a fair amount of success by finding folks that we can work with on different issues, and we will look for other folks that we can work for on this bill. But ultimately, the best possibility, the best result would be if they got on board and you know, listen to what the folks want to have here in this region.
It's been a year since Tester announced the Blackfoor Clearwater Stewardship Act, and a new poll released today by the Montana Wildlife Federation shows 68% support the measure and its combined approach to allowing hunting, fishing, snowmobiling, and recreation, managed logging, and additional wilderness set aside bordering the Bob Marshall. The poll also shows broad support among Democrat, Republican, and Independent voters, with 75% supporting the collaborative approach. During a call with reporters, Tester says the poll shows the act is gaining momentum, and he rejected the idea of swapping support for the Blackfoot Act with Daines and Gianforte's bills to remove wilderness study areas elsewhere in the state.
I don't think it's a quid pro quo, so to speak. This is a bill that was developed on the ground by folks on this call and many others, and it's just the right thing to do. I think that the bills that on the WSA releases are more top-down in nature, even though Steve would argue with me on that. But the truth is they are, and they're not broad-based at all.
The Blackfoor Clearwater Stewardship Act is currently still before the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee, of which Daines is a member.